In the land of Galilee, nestled among the hills, was a town called Cana. Simple, rugged, unspectacular. But on one particular day, Cana held a wedding. A wedding in ancient Israel was no light affair. It was not a rushed ritual. It was a covenant, sealed in joy and family and feast. A celebration that lasted 7 days. Honor was on the line. Hospitality was sacred. To run out of wine was a shameful collapse. And so we begin, not with thunder, not with a healing, not with a crowd, but with a whisper. In a wedding, in Cana, Jesus was there, the Son of God, the eternal Word now clothed in flesh. 30 years in silence. Now invited as a guest. He came not alone. His disciples followed him. But more importantly, his mother was there. Mary had seen more than most. She knew what lay hidden beneath his ordinary appearance. She carried the weight of angelic promises. She remembered shepherds, and Simeon, and swords that would pierce her soul. She watched as her son stepped into manhood, quiet, steady, strange. And now, on the third day of this wedding celebration, the wine ran out. No one panicked yet. The servants whispered. The groom's family turned pale. And Mary turned to her son. She didn't plead. She didn't demand. She simply stated, "They have no wine." And Jesus answered her with words that seemed sharp to modern ears. "Woman, what does this have to do with me? My hour has not yet come." He was not dismissing her. He was declaring the shift. From earthly son to Messiah, the Son of Mary would now walk as the Son of God. And Mary understood. She looked to the servants, pointed to her son, and said, "Whatever he says to you, do it." Nearby stood 6 stone water jars. Not wine flasks. Not goblets. Stone jars for purification, used in religious washing. They were massive. Each held 20 to 30 gallons. Jesus said, "Fill the jars with water." And they did. Filled to the brim. No questions. No fanfare. Just obedience. Then he said, "Now draw some out, and take it to the master of the feast." They did. And somewhere in the journey from jar to cup, the water became wine. The master of the feast didn't know. He didn't see the miracle. He only tasted the result. And stunned, he called the groom. Everyone serves the good wine first. And when people have drunk freely, then the poor wine. But you have kept the good wine until now. No crowd saw the transformation. No trumpet declared it. There was no flash of lightning. No command shouted into the sky. Just obedience. Just timing. Just glory hidden in simplicity. This was the first of Jesus' signs. Not in the temple. Not before the Sanhedrin. Not in battle. But in joy. In a celebration. In the intimacy of a family crisis. It was a quiet revolution. Water into wine. Old covenant into new. Ritual into relationship. The shadow giving way to substance. These 6 stone jars, used for ceremonial cleansing under the law, became vessels of transformation. They once washed the outside. Now, they bore witness to something greater. Because this Messiah would not bring new laws, but new wine. Not commandments on stone, but covenant in his own blood. Not just purification from dirt, but redemption from death. The wine was a sign, not just of power, but of purpose. He would not simply turn water to wine. He would turn hearts of stone into hearts of flesh. He would make fishermen into apostles. He would turn Roman crosses into thrones of glory. He would turn death into life. And the disciples? They believed, not because he gave a speech, not because he healed someone, but because of this simple, quiet miracle, done without fanfare, but full of glory. Cana was the beginning. It was not loud, because the true Messiah came not to impress the proud, but it was holy, but to reveal himself to the humble. And when the wine runs out, he still speaks. He still transforms. He still fills. He still overflows. Whatever he says to you, do it.